Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Lati coming back with a quick channel message. We were shuffling, putting the decks away, and we came out with a nice little spread, and I think it kind of complements this morning's uh, the Rising episode for today. It's uploading right now, so you guys get that in a little bit. If you haven't seen it, go back through and check it out. We started this spread with here, we have, shift your perception. Shift your perception. It goes right along with what we were talking about in this morning session. So again, go check that out. It's pretty much saying to change the direction and how you're seeing things, to flip it. Flip that thing. Shift your perception. Flip it. Sometimes it's good to look at stuff in the reverse or even see it in reverse. To just give it a little bit of a change in meaning and see how it fares out for you. Next thing the Spirit says, to shift, letting go of the need to be right. Yes, letting go of the need to be right, but also feeling loved and comforted at the same time. Letting go of the need to be right actually led us into shedding old skin. So we let go of this here need to be right and shed old skin, right? Once we do that, we can put that back in the right position. While we're doing that, feel comforted and loved. Know that you are loved. Because when you are shedding old skin, you will end up birthing something new, but you need to comfort yourself. Spirit says you need to take care of your needs. Take care of your needs at this time. Focus on you. Maybe your perception and your focus was on something else. Again, like those tears. But when you shift and reallocate that energy and that focus back onto self, that's something good, right? But while you're shedding that old skin and letting go the need to be right, whatever the case may be, you're shedding old skin, you're changing, you're morphing, right? Again, with shifting that perception, it's a change. Give yourself grace. Sympathy and empathy, understanding and compassion is a feeling of love. Feel loved and comforted. Giving that onto self, sympathy and empathy, understanding and compassion, yes, that nurtures you. Yes, it comforts you. And it's also telling you to take care of your needs. There's nothing wrong with self-care, beloved. Do some self-care. Take care of your own needs. And Father says to hold that space. Maybe you need to sit in self-care for a minute to really nurture you, to work on shifting the perceptions and shedding the old skin. Letting go of the need to be right is a huge thing. Oftentimes we get into disagreements and arguments and things like that because we are pressing the point, getting people to come around to your point of view. There's no need to do that. It's really not. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to convince people of anything. It's really going to be what it is. Because the people that's for you is going to be for you. The people that get it, they're going to get it. That's why we always say, those who have eyes to see and ears to hear, they get it. Your spirit will discern. Their spirit will discern. Spirit also has unleashing the wild right here. So that's your internal intuition. Your internal compass is there. Open that up and let it guide you. Let it speak to you. And then it'll help you do this right here. Enjoy growth and reap your rewards. But you got to choose a path. Choose a direction, Spirit says. Choose a direction. And again, they just keep coming. You will see. Honor your inner knowing. We had that earlier. Honoring your intuition. Honor your inner knowing. You will see yourself grow. You will grow. But to go along with this, shifting your perception, letting go of the need to be right, shedding old skin, feeling loved and comfort, giving that on to self and taking care of your needs. Yeah, right here. Retreating and recharging, right? Trusting the process. Trust the process. The process of shedding old skin, old habits and things that no longer align to you, right? That skin, that top layer comes off, it sheds, let it go, like the snake, right? You have to let it go, shed that whole stuff. But it's a time of vulnerability when you are changing your perception. When you are shedding old skin, letting go the need to be right, it puts you in a vulnerable position. So you have to care for yourself. Take care of your needs and stay steadfast and hold in this space. Stay steadfast to that. And it will lead you to this. A peaceful resolution. Father is also recommending to communicate clearly. You want the next one? Communicate clearly. And maybe for you, there's something that's going to happen within a few weeks. Within a few weeks, you will see a shift change just within a few weeks. Oftentimes we talk about 30 days being a kind of marker to kind of change a habit, right? And that's a few weeks. 3-4 weeks, you practice, changing your perception, letting the go to need to be right, no longer arguing. We saw that, you don't win with arguments, you win with your actions. So to see what's triggering you, to make you want to argue, to press the point, to look at it and see what it's telling you, where you need to pull back, where you need to reserve, shift your perception, shed that old skin, shed that thing that's irritating you, that's triggering you. Let it go, release it. Doing that in love for self, right? Doing it, I need a sip, y'all. I love that. Feeling loved, giving yourself sympathy, empathy, right? Understanding and compassion while you're going through this change, this metamorphosis, and taking care of your needs, self-care and nurturing, and hold this space. Father said, hold that space. At least for a couple of weeks. Stay in that space for a couple of weeks, and you will see how the change in thought, the change of speech, thought and speech and behavior will lead to a peaceful resolution. And you can see that change in just a few couple of weeks. You can see it. Retreating, recharging, getting in touch with self, giving yourself some self-care and some self-love. Understanding is to move away from some old perceptions that may have you, doing some things that are not helping you boost yourself up to your highest good, to your greatest level, to become your greatness, and let that out. Because in your innerness, in your inner knowingness that is there. Honor your inner knowing. When you're talking to a brick wall, you rumbling up and bumping up against something that's just not, it's so resistant, it's not going to change. What it's telling you is for you to change your perception and what it is that you're doing to influence the change, right? Yeah, change your perception. Letting go the need to be right. Everybody out here want to be right. Again, we argue over source in the way to ascension. How to increase your lumens and improve your frequency. How to resonate, get on the same frequency level, resonance with the things that you truly want and desire. I don't believe that many of us are still desiring to be stuck in the same cycle path, right? We don't. We want to move forward. We want to get past it. But it could be some cloudiness and confusion in terms of the how. We say all these wonderful things, change your mind, this and that, but how do we do it? There's a process to this thing. Change is a process. It's a change process, right? And to dig into the processes is how we'll get there. Father right now today is recommending you can do what you will. It's your will, right? You create your own world. So you can shift your perception and let go of the need to be right. Because we all on this learning journey, right? And we all. It's all self-edification. Edification onto self so I can edify my highest good, the source of self. Yes. So let go of the need to be right. Shedding old skin. Understand that I'm changing all the time. I don't hold on to what I think I am. I let it go. It's light, because I'm going to morph. I'm going to evolve. Elevate, right? Adaptation. Be flexible. And while I'm flexible, I'm going to give myself love and comfort. It doesn't feel good and it's not easy to shed old skin, to change, to be committed to that change. And even if you fall off along the way, slip back, come back, slip back, come back, and keep going. Give yourself sympathy and empathy and compassion and understanding while you're going through it. Love yourself through it. If you can love yourself through it, then you can love others as they go through their change process. Helps us all, beloved. But again, take care of your needs first. Self-edification. Huge. It is not egocentric, beloved, to edify yourself, to care for self, to love self. You can only love others as deeply as you love you. Whole deal. And hold this space. Stay in it for a few. Couple of weeks. If the change is going to happen within a few weeks, stay committed for those few weeks. Try it a month. Give it 30 days. And see, how does it fare out for you when you reduce the arguments, when you just let things go? Realize when you're bumping up against a brick wall and giving yourself love and care and nurturing along the way. Giving yourself understanding, the ability to let old shit fall off of you. Yeah. Just see, honor your inner knowingness. Your inner knowing, your intuition knows the way. Lean into that. Give that some more attention. But do that and trust the process. Trust it. 30 days maybe. Few weeks. Trust it. It's going to lead you to a peaceful resolution, Spirit says. Okay? So we just had to jump on in here and give this quick little message. Again, this is your girl, La T. We call it, we claim it, your favorite channel messenger, because you never know what you're going to come around here and get. This is the Tears and Wheat Tarot Show. You sure enough never know what you're going to get. We can have scriptures, we can have all kinds of scripture, all kind of books and texts. We could be reading some instructions off a manual. It just let whatever the source wants to do. It's all his word. It's word. Everything in creation has a word on it from the Most High, and everything can be used as a lesson for those who have the ears to hear and the eyes to see. So if you could see me, beloved, if you could vibe with this here, go ahead on and subscribe. Become a member of the tribe. We just hanging out in the wheat field. We don't do nothing but sit around and chop it up so we could chop this shit up. Okay? And so until the next now, with your girl, one more again, your favorite channel messenger, we gonna call this here. Oh, did we tell them? We do. We love you. We love you. Just like we love ourselves. Oh, yes. Just like I love me. And I love me because I love the source. The infinite intelligence. Whoo, that breath of life. Love that. Oh, yeah. And I see you as that, just like I see everything as that. So I love you. 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 If nobody said it to you today, I love you. Okay? And that right there is showing up for Ashe. I do. And so until the next now, when we come back and do one of these things again, you want to come on in here and sit for a spill, hit that little notey bell. It'll let you know when we come back around here through this thing. All right? So again, I love you. Until the next now, we're going to call this one here, Ashe.